If you want to get ahead of life, you got to get tired of struggling. Yeah, you got to get tired of being in the same position that you've been in for so many years. When you see successful people, they went on to be successful because they was tired of being in the same position that they have been in for so many years. They got tired of making little money. They got tired of being broke. They got tired of calling somebody else boss. They got tired of waking up at a certain time in the morning and got to clock in the building. They got tired of that. Yeah. They got tired of maybe seeing their mom or their dad struggle or their family struggle. Yeah. They got tired of seeing their kids got to get free lunch. Yeah. It's something that they got tired of that made them turn up and want to go be successful, made them want to go be more successful than others. Yeah. So if you're tired of struggling, there's a few things that you got to do, right, before you can get your life on track. Now, number one, you got to stop with the bullshit mentality. What does that mean? That means when it comes to your finances, you bullshitting. When it comes to your health, you bullshitting. When it comes to, you handling business, you bullshitting. When it comes to you saving money, you bullshitting. You got to stop with the bullshit mentality. Number two, you got to stop blaming everybody for your misfortunes. You got to stop blaming everybody for everything that you've been through in life. And you got to point the finger at you. And you got to ask yourself, are you going to continue to blame, or are you going to say, you know what, it is what it is. Now it's time for me to get to the next level of my life. You got to stop blaming. Because when you are an adult, you can't blame your mom because you broke. You can't blame your dad because you broke. You can't blame, bills and taking care of your kids. You can't blame those things because you broke. So you have to stop with the blame game. Yeah, that's number two. A lot of times people struggle not because of need to say what they doing, but because they want to blame, they want to blame, they want to blame. And when you live a life like that, and when you have a mentality like that, you're never going to get ahead in life. Right? Okay, number three, listen. You got to figure out what you want to do in life. Right? And you got to do it quick. You got to figure out what you want to do in life. Right? Are you okay with the position that you're in? Do you want to go on and move on to another job? Do you want to go and move on to another career? What do you want to do in life? Right? Yeah. What can you do in life that's going to give you a peace of mind? Right? Wake up every day. I love what I'm doing. Right? I can get my family ahead the fastest way I can. Right? Figure out what you want to do. Do you want to be a lawyer? You want to be a doctor? You want to, work at Walmart? Whatever it is you want to do. If you want to work at Walmart, ask yourself this. Do you see yourself coming up in Walmart, right? Or do you just see yourself being a cashier for 20 years, right? I tell people like this all the time. It ain't about the job. It's about the mentality you have when you go to the job. Because every job pays what people hundreds of dollars. They pay people thousands of dollars. They pay people tens of thousands of dollars. They pay people hundreds of thousands of dollars. And they pay people millions of dollars. So you got to ask yourself, which category do you want to fall under? Which category do you want to fall under? Because you can go to Walmart and you can make a career, but you got to walk in there with the mentality of, listen, I'm not going to be a cashier forever. I'm going to come in here, I'm going to work my way up to being a manager, and then supervisor, general manager, and so on and so on. Work your way up, but you got to figure out what you want to do, right? Don't be, right, and I'm saying as far as jobs, don't be one of these people who work a job for 5 years and then leave, 5 years and then leave, 5 years. Nah, figure out what you want to do, right? Put your feet down and run and go get it. Don't waste your time going here, going there. Make your mind up. If this is what you're doing, make the best of it. That's all I'm saying. If you're going to stay right there, make the best of it and run it up. That's number three. I'm just here to tell you, listen, a lot of struggle comes from finances, right? And not really sitting back and saying, you know what, listen, a lot of times we be so locked in on the things we want and not the things we need, right? So that mentality right there, you're going to have to switch that. You're going to have to say, listen, I want this, but I need this. A lot of times, the want to keep you broke. I want a Ferrari. I want a Benz. I want jewelry. I want clothes. All those things that you want gonna keep you broke. But what you need is, instead of you spending $250 on one pair of Jordans, right? Because that's what you want. You need to go to Walmart and buy a $20 pair of shoes and get you some underwear and get you some shirts and get you a couple outfits until you get your money right. Until you get your money right. A lot of people can't get their money right because soon they get their money, they spend it on the things they want and not what they need. When you see people become successful, right? That's because they change their mentality on this is what I need and not what I want, right? For instance, like me, running my business, can go get whatever I want. But I said, you know what? I want a Benz, but I need pickup trucks. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. I want an old school with some rims, but I need more trailers, right? For my hauling business, right? So it's really, you just gotta pick which one are you gonna do throughout your life. Are you gonna be the type of person that always go with the things that I want side? Or are you gonna be the type of person that go with the things I need side? There's two different worlds, right? There's two different worlds. I see people riding around in new cars and Chargers and Challengers, making the car payment, and they broke. Facts. They look like they got money, but they have nothing, right? And then I see people riding around in older cars, riding old Hondas, old trucks, and they got all the money in the world, right? So that's when I realized, listen, man, the type of person I was before was I was always going with the things I want. Man, listen, all that's gonna come later, right? You gotta understand that those things ain't going nowhere. You remember the Jordans that you missed 5 years ago? Yeah, they coming out again today. You get what I'm saying? This life that we live in is all on repeat. I'm gonna touch on that on another video, right? But I need you guys to understand, you sick and tired, right, of struggling, right? These are the things you gotta do, right? You tired of struggling? Do you have a real bank account, right? Do you have a bank account where it'll show the money that you make and the money that you bring in is coming to that account? Do you have that, right? And when I say a real bank account, I'm talking about with a real bank, not none of these green dot cards, not none of these Cash App cards. No, a real bank, PNC, Chase Bank, Kentucky Bank, a real bank. Do you have a real legitimate bank account, right? So are you doing that? Do you have a bank account where the money's coming in and they can see the money you bring, right? Then with the bank account, are you starting to build your credit, right? You got to start building your credit. You got to start somewhere. And that's what I'm in the midst of doing now, right? Getting all of those things in order. Because if you don't, right, you're going to be looking real silly as you get older, right? So you got to make sure, that you got your bank account, you got your money going to your bank, and you got to save your money. They got to be able to see, when your money touched your bank, you're not pulling it all out. No, they want to see that you're able to save some money, right? They want to see that you are the type of person that goes with the things you need and not the things you want, right? So it's just a few things that you're gonna have to do if you want to get away from the struggle. If you're sick and tired of struggling, right? So I love y'all. Gotta keep staying positive. Stop struggling, but you gotta want to stop struggling.